Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
29.
On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Now they'll throw with Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
You draw forfeit. Motion, check. Shift.
From midfield, here's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
First down, Buccaneers.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the 23-yard line,
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left.
Draw play. This is Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's got Lockett. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Flare. Watch the edge. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 31, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. On second down, it's Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Brady. He's got Evans. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Brady now on first down. Now they go screen, it's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, exit. Check. Walk 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man. 72.
So that'll back him up 5.
Wait, that's 5, 20. Mike 54. Good. Regular. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Rip. 54. Smooth. Check.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. Mike 50. Go bandit. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 50. Shadow.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Returnable for Lockett. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Mike, gun. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run the counter. It's Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Go, 14.
On the delay, here's Carson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
At the Buccaneers 17-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down carry for Procise. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his third touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Bang it.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
12. Touch 50.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I'm here all day. Bang! Alert! Bang! It's a sink. Roll it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
45, Mike, 45. Defense wins championships, baby. Check. 45 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. 45 to Mike. Check.
Now Wilson.
It's just me and you.
Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on second down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And some room to work. The catch and run going to wind up netting in 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
380. 45.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Run left, run left.
D-line, get that quarterback.
45's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Good job right there, good job right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Fine, 90. Here we go. Double time. Hey.
Again, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Carson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Myers' kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Check it, reload!
They'll go again to Jones.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over first.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their
Here we
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best players.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Wait, 20. 54. I got you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now. It's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 1, 54. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, D.
Here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Wait, that wide 20.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They run again with Logan. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. William Golston in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. There's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That's going to back them up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.